Hi, this is Joe again with another movie review. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to be discussing an Academy Award winning film, which personally I consider to be like of all the Academy Award movies that I personally have seen. I know I haven't seen all of them, but the ones that I have personally have seen, I consider this one to be the worst Best Picture Oscar winner of all time. And that is the 1986 film Platoon. I know I know I'm going to get flack for this. Probably some dislikes, but I don't give a shit. I consider Platoon to be the worst one out of the bunch. And the funny thing is that this movie got critical acclaim, but I actually went to see it when it was original theatrical release. I only saw it once, and that was enough for me. Well, true, I am not a big war movie fan. As those of you who have seen my videos, I don't do a whole lot war movies, except for I've done some Civil War films, but for the most part, I avoid talking about Vietnam movies or World War II films because I think they suck. I mean, they're all pretty much the same to me. I'm probably the only heterosexual man in the world who does not like war movies. Uh, and this one is no different. I mean, it's like to me, it's really lousy. And of course, the movie is directed by Oliver Stone, and it was also co-written by Oliver Stone as well. And the movie won for Best Picture, Best Director, the editing, the sound mixing, um, but it didn't win any acting awards. And was nominated for two supporting actor awards for Tom Berenger and William Dafoe. And but to me, it's kind of like a pet peeve for me that I just don't like Oscar Wayne. It's a pet peeve with me that when you have a movie that wins for Best Picture, nobody from the film wins an acting award. Uh, in some cases, over the years, at least recent years, uh, people don't even get nominated for acting in the film, and the movie ends up winning for Best Picture. Like Lord of the Rings movie did, Two Towers, which is a different subject altogether. But going back to Platoon, which is the subject of this video, uh, I mean, it stars Charlie Sheen as a young Vietnam soldier who joins up with, who has two sergeants, one by William Dafoe, another one played by Tom Berenger, and they get lost in the jungle and they join up with another platoon, and they're all in the same platoon together, going through the wars of Vietnam and how the war affects each and every one of them, kind of like I want to say a modern version of Apocalypse Now, because Apocalypse Now is a creepier film than this one. That's going through the routines of being in Vietnam, going off to one battle after another. And so when I saw this movie, I thought it was incredibly boring. You had F bomb after F bomb after F bomb after F bomb after F bomb in this film, and of course that type of stuff doesn't do anything for me. Uh, if it's constantly cursing like that, it's just to me. I'm not saying the soldiers don't curse, but I'm saying, during a battle. But to me, I think they constantly throw it in just for shock value and just to get the words and say, oh, it's so stressful, they're cursing, because it's so the stressful situation being in a battle and a war. But I mean, to me, it doesn't excuse us to use that language in it. And to me, that's all it can happen. You have one battle after another, all this constant cursing. And I think by the end of the film, everybody gets killed off. Spoiler. And I think everybody gets killed off in the end of the film anyway. But to me, I think when I heard this movie won for Best Picture, I said, what? Of course, it was back in the days when the Oscars was do go on for like forever, like 4 hours long or whatever length is. But I still feel that that's when the Academy Awards start like at 9 o'clock in the evening and they go out to like 1 or 2 in the morning, New York time. But I still feel that Platoon is the worst I know a lot of people would consider Crash to be the worst picture. Uh, the one for best they got the Oscar for best picture. But I feel that this movie was the worst. At least the one, because I haven't seen Crash to be fair, but I can see this one to be the worst that I have seen. Now, I have seen some war movies, and I'm totally immune from it. But war movies just never. That's one particular genre that never really interested me because it's all the same. To me, one war movie is like a carbon copy of each one. And of course, if you and the story of Platoon is a fictional story based on Oliver Stone's experiences during the Vietnam War. So it's kind of like you don't know what part is exaggerated and what part isn't, or how, or if you take a movie like The Longest Day, which is based on the invasion of Normandy in World War II, you don't know how accurate it is. You don't know if these guys said exactly what they said at the time they said it, or how accurate the battle scenes are and stuff like that. So that's the problem I have with war pictures in general. You know how accurate it is, and to me, it's all the same stupid thing. And so that's why I was never interested in war movies, and that's why I haven't really done that many reviews on war movies. Just because it's not that accurate, and it's not as accurate as possible, and it's to me it's all the same thing. You see one war movie, you see them all, and to have Platoon win, I think Platoon was the last war picture really to win an Academy Award for Best Picture. Uh, I don't remember any other movies after Platoon that won for Best Picture. Uh, there were other movies nominated, like Born on the Fourth of July, and which I think Born on the Fourth of July is a much better film, and it's directed by the same guy, Oliver Stone. But Born on the Fourth of July is a better movie than Platoon is, and Born on the Fourth of July that movie should have won. Of course, you know what movie beat out Born on the Fourth of July, which is Driving Miss Dizzy. If you was to call Driving Miss Daisy, you call him Driving Miss Dizzy. Uh, that movie beat up on the 4th of July. I think maybe because 2 years earlier, at the 1987 awards, they gave it to Oliver Stone for Best Picture and Best Director and all that stuff. So they don't want him again. But anyway, for Platoon, I still think it's lousy. I still think it's a piece of shit film. Uh, and those few times that Platoon has been on the air, I don't even watch it. I've been putting on for 5 seconds. Oh, Platoon is on, and I see it for like 5 seconds, and then I change the channel because that's how much I hate this movie. I mean, it was terrible. I didn't like it. I didn't get anything out of it. My father likes war movies. He didn't really like that movie either because you see constant battle scene after battle scene after battle scene so without so much of a very little downtime between the battle scenes, and it was cursing, one curse word after the other. I mean, you did hear John Wayne cursing in The Longest Day. But anyway, it was a horrible, horrible picture, and I can't believe it. I don't remember what movies it was. Platoon was nominated against, but to uh, have this one win for Best Picture was ridiculous. I mean, it really is ridiculous. It really is a horrible, horrible movie. And I know there's other movies that could criticize for being god awful film, especially those though that have won for Best Picture. And also, once again, one of my pet peeves is that you did have two William Dafoe and Tom Berenger nominated for Best Supporting Actor, not for Best Actor. Neither one of them was, and neither one of them won. And there's been several movies that came out in the last 40 years that hasn't won for Best Picture and not for Best. And nobody who was nominated for the acting awards won. The reason I said 40 years because Rocky was one of them. I think well, in terms of a dim, I just did that one this week. But another one that also came out was oh, Chariots of Fire. That's what I'm thinking of. Chariots of Fire. Didn't win, as far as I know, didn't win any acting awards. Um, you also had Out Africa, didn't win any acting awards. You had The Last Emperor, and I'm talking about particularly films in the 80s now. Uh, Born on Born on the 4th of July didn't win, but you had several films that didn't win. The one for Best Picture, but didn't win for any acting awards. Of course, most recently you had the movie you mentioned before, uh, The Lord of the Rings: To Return of the King. They won 11 Academy Awards, which tied Titanic and Ben Hur, but not one acting award. At least Ben Hur, out of those three that I mentioned, at least Ben Hur won an acting award for Charlton Heston for Best Actor. But Titanic didn't win any acting. It was only nominated for 2 acting awards, and it's ironically for the same character, which was for Rose, Kate Winslet and Gloria Stewart, who played young Rose and older Rose respectively. But neither one, there was like 2 out of the 3 awards that they didn't win. I think also the Leonardo DiCaprio movie was nominated for the same amount of awards, I think for 14 awards. But at least, there's a pretty good chance that Leonardo DiCaprio is going to win this year. But maybe sometime down the line, I may make another video of that. Because there's a controversy at the Oscars, and I might do a video on that. But anyway, Platoon, I still consider it like one of the worst. Because it was. I can't believe we've gone on this almost 12 minutes now at this point, talking about this movie, because it's terrible. And I can't believe that the American Film Institute put this movie on the, I think it was like 84th or 85th on the list of the 100 films list. I mean, come on. I mean, who are you kidding? Those other movies that are put on below Platoon on that list should have been placed above Platoon. In my opinion, whatever movies it was, because it was horrible. It was god awful bad. I mean, I know that people like to criticize Crash. I said earlier I didn't see it, but Crash has got to be better than this thing. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, I like Tom Berenger too, because it was one of my favorite baseball movies, Major League. But this movie, I like William Dafoe too as an actor, because he played the Green Goblin in Spider-Man years later. But this movie was every time I think of Platoon, I roll my eyes over it because it's that bad. It's that bad, this movie. And I know that I got flack for it from Cinephile's group page, criticizing Platoon because some of them actually liked it. And I said, but I hated that movie. I still hated that movie. So that's my review of the movie Platoon. Please click on the video, please rate it. Feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel for love, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. And also you can check out all my videos not only on my YouTube channel, but also you can go to rowdyc.com, that's OWDY, C.com. That's the homepage of the Rowdy Reviewer. You got the TV Trash Guy, and Chris Lee Moore. Check out his website, not only for his videos, which he does a great job on, but you'll also check out all of the videos, or other videos on his content as well. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.